What's up, Marvel fans? It's Armand here for E equals MCU, and it's been a weekend. It has definitely been a weekend. So, I mean, there's a lot going on just in the film industry right now. There was a lot of things that dropped that are not related to Marvel, like the scary movie trailer just dropped, and I'll say this is it's not that kind of a channel, but I'll say it is good to see the Wayans brothers get their IP back from Weinstein, and looks like they're moving forward. They look like they got most of the gang from the originals back together, and that is something I am looking forward to seeing. I probably will watch that at some point. The other thing is, man, I don't know if anybody out there is watching Paradise on Hulu, but it's the Sterling K. Brown show. That is giving me Lost vibes, like from the Lost days back on ABC. This is probably the closest thing I think I've seen to that. It has a little bit of Last of Us and Walking Dead kind of in there, but Lost. Hopefully, it ends better. I've been watching the podcast with his wife. Hopefully, all of that stuff. Like she's had the writers and stuff on, so it's like hopefully it's not the same situation, but man, that was a good episode yesterday. But as far as Marvel news goes, the one thing that I did see over this weekend that kind of caught my attention was Avengers Doomsday, or I'm sorry, I think it was Avengers Secret Wars. It is being delayed, I guess. Um, I reported a while ago that they were supposed to be shooting this year. I think that was well reported. I think they were supposed to start in the spring or early summer. Now the report is saying that they won't start going into the fall. Which, if you remember on my X-Men update, that's also when they are said to be start shooting the X-Men film. It's supposed to be in the fall. I think it was September. So that's interesting. I think that the part about all of this that makes me wonder what's going on is the release date. And what I mean by that is I think the Russo brothers have their hands full as far as like the way they try to work and how they're knocking out these songs or how they're knocking out these movies. Um, they typically do kind of work kind of fast, but I think we're in for something special, and I think it's going to take time. I wouldn't be surprised if both movies potentially get delayed again. And I know that's not what we want to hear as Marvel fans, but just something about Doomsday and them releasing it on the same day as Dune, and now the report coming out that they're not getting any IMAX screens. I just can't see Disney going along with that. Like I kind of feel like they're purposely like getting cut out of quote unquote money that they would get from the IMAX screenings, and I just can't see them going along with that. So either and again, I was the guy that said that they put the whole Doomsday clock up, thinking that they would change that date and have the clock change, and that's how it would be announced, as the clock either moves up or the clock might move back. I don't want to see it move back. I'll tell you that right now. Like having it pushed back from May to December already is kind of. But with Disney's schedule, I don't see it necessarily being moved up, even though I would like for it to be. I almost think the only hope that they have is that the studio realizes that the Mandalorian Grogu needs some work and needs to go back to the cutting boards or reshoots or something, and then they move Avengers up because Mandalorian wasn't ready, because that movie hasn't been getting, I'll just say, good publicity from what I've seen or what I've heard of it. So as far as Secret Wars being a year away after that, if they're just now going to start shooting at the end of 2026, I don't think it really matters. They have until the end of 2027 to get it finished, but at the same time, you don't want them to rush. And if they're just now starting principal photography, even if it's late this year, that's still on a year turnaround. Which, like I said, even for Doomsday, they've already taken a year and a half, and a lot of that's probably for CGI. So I expected the announcement for a delay, and I suspect that we'll get updates during summer at Comic-Con. Will probably be the definitive answer on what's going on with the release dates. So just be on the lookout for that. Fingers crossed for all us Marvel fans that it doesn't, or if anything, it gets bumped up at least for Doomsday. And then if they want to do Secret Wars 2 years later in May of 2028, I guess that's okay. But at the same time, in between, we're gonna need our Doctor Strange, or we're gonna need Black Panther 3, or we're gonna need something. But hey, man, Feige spread thin, so I mean, what can you say? He can only handle so much at a time. So, anyways, that's the news for today, man. I'm kind of stuffed up a little bit. Um, but that's all I got for today, man. Just let me know down in the comment section how you feel about it. If you think it's for the better, if they have to delay the movie again, or not, or if you want to see it sooner. So just let me know down in the comment section. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.